So, we had to come back because we were ready to fight. So this is after the show. We were ready to fight. Fight to the death because of this Chick-fil-A situation, right? So Chick-fil-A and their streaming network, Debbie, I mean, you brought the hot topic today and we were just like, what is what
Because,
in the
like I
world?
said, when I
Yeah.
first heard it, I went, "What?" And it's reality TV. That's what the initial reporting is. They're going to do some reality programming. They haven't announced what the shows are going to be, but they're definitely branching out and starting a streaming network. I was like, hmm. Now, I think for me, it feels off brand, but you were saying, Tamara, it's not. It's
It can't, no, it's not off brand because it's exactly what we do here. It's exactly what I'm thinking about doing by creating a lifestyle magazine because I see the value of it. I see the value of meeting my audience in other places because other things affect my life where I can still market my business. It's about eyes and visibility. They become the brand that now is marketing. Their ads show up. They're in a space where they're capturing other eyes through other content that's relevant to their audience. Their audience isn't just like Chick-fil-A. And so the way forward with digital is don't be rolling your eyes at me. The
No,
way
I'm
forward
saying, but
with
what I'm saying is
digital.
that you, Tamara Montlouis, and Monovan Digital need to they need to consult with you because you made it seamless for us to understand that this was a lifestyle place you're going into, and theirs is disjointed. That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If that's what they're trying to do is disjointed, they need Monovan Digital to show them the way because it's not going.
Should
It's not.
all right, roll your eyes at me then.
Think reality TV. If they said they were starting a cooking network, I might say,
Right.
okay, that might work. That's
And
all brand to me.
that's a challenge. That's a challenge I have for me. I have, right? Connect the dots for me. Connect the dots for me as it pertains to us being Chick-fil-A being a restaurant that's selling food. Connect the that it's coming back to some sort of strategy. I have no problem with diversification.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn to me, you say, I want to move away and have a different revenue stream because, to ensure that I could, diversify my portfolio, then great. I just need to know which one. And I feel like I'm not sure I know which way to go in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as from a selling perspective, I could clearly see in some areas that they're trying to shore up their audience. They identify and they understand who they are, but they've just not met us at the appropriate point of entry. I am their target audience. The amount of craziness I get from them on their app, through a text message and other things because I visit them at least twice a week. They get my money. And so I know I'm in their target audience, but the way that they've not yet revealed to me how I fit in that new place that they're going to
Mm-hmm.
As an existing customer.
as an
As an
existing customer. So they're going. There's a great place that they're trying to get to, and I think it's yet to reveal itself how all of their target audience is fitting into that space, or perhaps in that area they're going in, I don't fit into that space I'm not that target audience at this point in where they're trying to take people through into that area of their new sales journey. Perhaps. I don't know. But I spent a decent amount of money with them. And they hit me up on their app. They message me in other places, but not yet in this space. And I thought that was just really interesting. But truly, they need Monovan Digital because they need somebody to help them, and
Yeah.
perhaps Debbie Mitchell Media and Associates to show them how to visually get to that part of their buying community. Just
So the
saying.
first thing I thought was, what do they know about producing TV? But then I read about it a little bit, and I said they're going to partner with production companies to create reality programming. I was like, okay, so you might be able to do it, but am I going to come to you as a viewer? Does it matter? Does it matter that Chick-fil-A is behind this programming? I still am not convinced, but time will tell once we see what they're going to put out as far as programming.
Yeah, I think it comes back to that, right? What is the content they put out? How much of the advertising in the space they leverage for them? What percentage of
Mhm.
the eyes do they really need for it to be successful, right? What
Mm,
is the investment they're making? Because they could be measuring success on a whole host of other things. Where business is going, it's really that again, we're already consuming content in a way
mm,
that is very siloed. That's how we, I mean, the election has been proof of that, right? There are these echo chambers and Chick-fil-A is saying, let me get in on the ground floor and create my echo chamber, right? And that space. And then just imagine, even if they just got a million new eyes on that, the impressions for every Chick-fil-A commercial, which is getting
mm,
funnier and funnier. And these little, I mean, there's one on TV now that I was just like, they created like a storm while these people were supposed to be having a barbecue, and then all of a sudden it's raining, and they're like, oh my gosh, the neighbors were supposed to come, so he's gonna have beef on the grill, and he's just like, I can't grill. And when you look out, it's like the cows have created this storm in front of their house with like lights and the neighbors. It's hilarious. So
mhm,
they actually have something that says they have an eye for creating good content through their commercials. So watching all those moving parts happen, I'm like, there's a space there, and it's who they're looking for. And it may not be competing with the Netflix of the world, right? But it's creating a space where they can produce content. If I could create a platform where I could produce content and then run my own commercials, come on. That is future proofing. That is a
yes.
space
Mm-hmm.
that, right, exactly, right. That's exactly what we're gonna do, right? But that's future proofing. That's thinking
Mhm,
10 years down the road. And I don't think that they have to give us all the bits and pieces now, because it's, if you're thinking about the future, you get to test and you get to fail and you get to adjust, and then you get to be like, this is what it looks like. So I think sometimes we're holding brands to this hyper high thing of like, what's my message, what's this? Well, what if they're testing? What if they understand there's value there and they're
mhm,
saying, hey, let's lean into this to really test the message to see what it is, because this is going to pay us 10 years down the road. Because when we talk about business, that's the perspective. We're not just looking for now, we're looking at what happens 5 years down the road, what happens
Mhm.
10 years down the road. And this is where you may see the ROI on this. Having a space to advertise 40, let's just say 40% of the advertising is Chick-fil-A advertising. I mean, come on.
and there
I
Come
is
That
know.
value.
on.
I could understand
Come
that.
on.
That
And there's
the way
value in video, so
I know
the
I am
way
hype.
you laid it
True,
out,
true.
the way that you laid it out,
Hmm.
I could see.
I, I,
You don't make me confident. You
I
don't make me.
know. No, but again, it's a job hazard. It's a job hazard. I see sales in I see the business in everything I do. So I know it's a job hazard. And because we also have such high expectation of them for what they have previously produced. So the average person won't see what we foresee. They're not going to see this at all. They're going to go, huh, that's interesting. And then move on. Versus us, we're like,
hmm,
for real? Is this what's your real thing? So I realize that, we come from a different space, so therefore we're, hypercritical on it. But I just say, all right, let's see, but call Debbie Mitchell Media and call Monovan because y'all need help. Just saying.
good topic, ladies. Good discussion.
This is
Good
good.
after
Always
show.
so
So,
sweet. Good discussion.
all right. So
Glad we got that off our chest.
Yes.
all right. So this is, I felt like I had to fight for my life, but I love this after show idea. This is so good. So this was just a moment with us after the show where we had to go in a little bit deeper on the points. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We will definitely catch up with you guys. Take it easy. Have a good one. Let us know your comments on
Bye.
the after show.
Later.